Gering City Council has given final approval to implement a new lodging tax within the city. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, visitors staying at lodging facilities in Gering will soon be contributing to improvements in tourism projects and events with the occupation tax that takes effect this weekend. The Gering City Council expedited consideration of the ordinance with special meetings on May 29th and June 4th to ensure the measure could take effect on June 15th. Councilmember Julie Morrison explained the need to fast-track the measure.
Our tourist season is coming, so that's why we would like to have had it done prior to the service or before the season starting, so that when it does kick in, then that occupation tax can be gathered from the people that are visitors to our community.
City staff estimates the 4% lodging tax will bring in around $40,000 annually to benefit tourism in the Gering area. In other council action last night, the panel approved a fireworks show for June 21st by the Monument Shadows Golf Member Guest Committee, as well as making note of an amended agreement with Baker & Associates for work that will improve the drainage at Northfield Park. Well, it's going to be a busy week at the Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff, with things getting into full swing tonight with the Tracy Byrd concert. The country star is currently on his 25th anniversary tour, and all of his greatest hits will be in the mix tonight. Midwest Theater Executive Director Billy Estes says that tickets for tonight's show are still available, and an autographed guitar will be going up for auction during the show to benefit the theater's children and performing arts programming.
So if you're interested in having an autographed, personalized guitar from Tracy Byrd, we would invite you to come down and buy a set of tickets and attend the show.
And also starting this week at the theater is Summer Matinee Madness, which features 6 great kid-friendly films over the course of the summer.
If you wish to purchase in advance, you can get 6 movies for $12. Those are going to be on sale through the end of day tomorrow on the 12th. You can buy tickets at the door. If you've never attended a summer movie matinee madness, you may not know why we call it madness. Sometimes we'll have upwards of 500 children at one screening. But it's a great way to honor the tradition of showing movies downtown. These matinees have been going on at the Midwest for more than 65 years. We have so many great stories of grandparents bringing their children, telling them about, they used to come to the movies here. They'd get in for a bottle of milk cap was their admission. So it's just a way to honor the time-honored tradition of showing movies in the Midwest with kids in the summertime. And, it beats sitting out in the heat when we got the air conditioner on and a good box of popcorn.
Films showing this summer will include The Land Before Time, Wonder Park, An American Tail, The Tale of Despereaux, The Great Muppet Caper, and The Lorax. Estes says they're also gearing up for the August Dylan Scott concert, and adds that tickets for that have been selling well. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer will be in with your Tuesday evening forecast. He's got that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in who you choose to handle your trust. Talking with someone about estate planning is a very sensitive thing. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local, serving our neighbors and friends.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
Celebrating 25 years in country music, singer-songwriter Tracy Byrd performs live at the Midwest Theater in downtown Scottsbluff. You all know his music, The Watermelon Crawl, Hold in Heaven, and Keeper of the Stars.
Don't drive, do the watermelon crawl. The drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone.
Tracy Byrd, live in concert Tuesday, June 11th at the Midwest Theater in downtown Scottsbluff. Tickets are on sale now, 632-4311 or midwesttheater.com.
Run with us in the unstoppable John Deere Gator XUV 835 and be prepared to go the extra mile. Because when others take rain checks, we take the wheel. With 3 wide seating, heat, and AC, this is the coolest, most comfortable Gator yet. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Arby's $5 meal deal is the perfect bag lunch. Any of these sandwiches with curly fries and a drink for just $5. Arby's, you're the best mom ever. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, another comfortable night. We're going to have a few thunderstorms to dodge early this evening. Those will quickly die off, though. Temps going down into the mid-40s as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. Another very comfortable night, a little cooler, so a stray shower or storm early. Very, very nice weather tomorrow coming. Tomorrow looks like a great day. Below normal temperatures still, but not a lot of wind and a lot nicer than today. Then it's going to become active, really, for the next at least 7 to 10 days. We don't see any major pattern change in stores. We're going to have a good chance of storms every day, and temps are going to be probably below normal. Remember 80, that's the number that's normal for this time of year. 51 for a low. Look at that 38 we had yesterday morning. Nothing in the rain gauge, still just a quarter inch for the month. So we're below normal for the month of May in terms of precip, or for the month of June rather, but still almost 2 3/4 inches above normal for the year. Very interesting to look at this graph. We look at it every once in a while. This is the last 2 weeks, so these blues indicate below normal temperatures. The darker the blue, the further below normal. Reds indicate above normal temperatures. Again, the darker the red, the higher above normal. So we had about 10 degrees below normal there right at the end of May. Then we started the month of June right about normal, and then went through a stretch here of almost a week where we were above normal in temperatures. Then look what happened. We trended back to cooler than normal temperatures here for the last several days, and we're going to come in below normal today and tomorrow as well, and probably for the foreseeable future. The next 8 to 14 days, this is a current look at what we expect 8 to 14 days wise. We're right here going to be in the cooler than normal temperatures in our region. So all of Nebraska, the whole state, in this cooler than normal pattern as we go through the next 8 to 14 days. Precip, same situation. We're going to be dealing with wet weather, so above normal precip across our region and below normal temperatures. So unfortunately, not a lot of change coming, and it looks like it may be July before we start to see a pattern change, and even then that may be subtle. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with below normal temperatures here across the high plains as we're stuck in a weather pattern. Look at this, 68 right now in Scottsbluff, 65 in Rapid City. Norfolk checks in at 70 degrees. Across the Panhandle, 66 in Sydney, 70 up in Valentine. We're at 63 in Wheatland, Cheyenne at 62. A few gusty breezes with some thunderstorms out there embedded. Otherwise, they've been fairly gusty throughout the day today, northwesterly winds, making it feel kind of raw, and temperatures even cooler than those current temps that we show you because of the wind out there. And we do have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of Kansas. In our region, we're dealing with just a marginal risk of a strong to severe storm. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of severe weather tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow is a dry day across the region. And then as we look into Thursday, again, we don't expect there to be severe weather, but we're going to bring back a chance of thunderstorms, and that's really when the pattern starts to change to a much more active weather pattern. Starts Thursday, continues all the way through the weekend and into early next week. Isolated, scattered thunderstorms will move out of the region by this evening. They'll be gone. Temperatures, skies will clear overnight, and temperatures are going to fall into the 40s across most of our region. Again, very comfortable night out there. 43 in Cheyenne, 43 in Alliance, 44 up in Gordon. For tomorrow then, Futurecast shows sunshine to start the day and sunshine to end the day tomorrow. We will see a few clouds. That's it. I think any isolated shower activity going to be very minimal tomorrow, and we're just going to have lots of sun out there. Clear skies going as we start to change the weather pattern on Wednesday. Temps tomorrow going to be very much below normal. Another 7 to 10 degrees below normal across the region with highs only in the upper 60s to low 70s. But winds will be lighter, so tomorrow's going to feel like a pretty darn nice day. Next 48 hours or so, looking at precip, very hit or miss, a couple of hundredths at most. It's going to become more widespread as we go through our 7-day forecast. So a scattered thunderstorm early tonight, otherwise partly cloudy skies, lows into the 40s. Tomorrow, really a very nice day. Winds are going to be light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Highs in the low 70s. I know that's below normal for this time of year, but really going to feel like a pretty comfortable day. And things turn much more active in our 7-day forecast. We bring in good chances of showers and thunderstorms every day, Thursday, all the way through the middle portions of next week. Highs are going to be mostly the first couple of days, Thursday, Friday, maybe in the mid to upper 80s. Otherwise, 70s to near 80 at best as we go all this weekend into the early and middle portions of next week, as we don't see any major signs that this weather pattern is going to change anytime soon.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Next Gen Outfitters is your new local online source for hunting, shooting, and camping gear. With over a century of combined outdoor experience, we aspire to become the trusted supplier of all your outdoor gear needs. Next Gen Outfitters is where adventure begins and tradition continues. For the month of April, get $25 off orders of $100 or more. Go to nextgenof.com and use code NGKNEB. That's NEXGENOF.com.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Would your child thrive in a Christian environment with highly qualified teachers, small class sizes, and high academic standards, but still have time for hands-on learning, service projects, and play? A school that feels like family, where biblical character and strong study habits are taught daily. At Community Christian School, we offer all the core academic subjects along with Bible curriculum for preschool through 6th grade with the daycare on site. Call us today at 632-2230 or check out our website at ccsnev.com and discover the difference. You see if CCS is the right option for your family.
Welcome back. A Saturday traffic stop in Scottsbluff turns into a sizable drug bust. 37-year-old Eric Nava Suarez was arrested for driving while his license was revoked. After he was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center, the arresting officer found a bag containing more than 16 grams of methamphetamine in the back of his cruiser where Nava Suarez was sitting. In-car video showed that he was removing something from his shoe or pants leg and shoving it under the passenger seat in front of him. He is now being held on a $250,000 bond, facing charges including possession of methamphetamine between 14 and 27 grams, which is a Class 1D felony, and possession of a controlled substance, which is a Class 4 felony. Nava Suarez was arraigned on the charges on Monday and will be back in court this Thursday for his preliminary hearing. Well, Scottsbluff Public Schools will have a new financial leader with the pending retirement of CFO LaVon Hood. After taking over in 2008, Hood said she informed the school district of her decision earlier this year. Gering native Marianne Carlson will be taking over as CFO, and before coming to Scottsbluff Public Schools, she served as business manager for Crete and Alliance Public School Districts. And Nebraska Attorney General Doug Peterson says he's concerned about the rising healthcare costs and lack of transparency that hurts consumers. That's why he's hosting a regional conference in Omaha later this week to explore the issue with other Midwest attorney generals, their staffs, and industry experts. Peterson says the conference is intended to educate state officials about the problem and discuss what role states can play in addressing it. He says his goal for the conference is for all participants to leave with a better idea of what they can do to help, even though healthcare policy is typically viewed as a federal issue. Well, straight ahead, Chabelle Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. Don't touch that dial. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
More time on the road means more time in the shop. Take your car, truck, or SUV to High Tech Automotive. With 10 bays and commitment to quality service and customer care, we can do it all, from general maintenance to more serious problems. High Tech Automotive, between Frank Parts and Baumgars.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
The University of Nebraska Lincoln Panhandle Research and Extension Center in Scottsbluff hosted a field tour on cheatgrass management research north of Scottsbluff. One of the studies dealt with grazing and limiting cheatgrass seeds in the pastures. Mitch Stevenson, UNL Range and Forage Management Specialist, explains more on the study.
We've had this study going on for a few years now where we're using cattle early in the growing season, so usually we turn out late April to graze on the cheatgrass, and we're tracking them with both GPS tracking to see if they're hitting cheatgrass or non-cheatgrass areas, as well as if they're utilizing the cheatgrass in their diet. And what we found is that there's definitely timing involved in that, into where they're really selecting for cheatgrass when they might be selecting for some of the perennial grasses.
Putting the cattle out to graze early in the growing season is one way to utilize the biomass the cheatgrass creates.
But cheatgrass really, provides quite a lot of forage as far as tonnage-wise. We see a lot of areas out here that are probably just in cheatgrass alone, they may be upwards of a ton of forage. And so, it really is, or at least 1,500, pounds of cheatgrass in some of the really infested areas that we're seeing some of this is almost knee-high right now. If we're utilizing some of that early in the growing season, we can take advantage of that biomass, and then hopefully we can get off of it in time that our perennial grasses have time to recover.
The tour is a follow-up to the 2018 tour and included visits to multi-year test plots with research trials on herbicide trials and mowing to reduce seed production.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
Platte Valley Bank provides a broad range of financial tools for your short and long-term business needs. Our experienced commercial lenders will work with you every step of the way to help your business grow. At Platte Valley Bank, we are proud to provide you with local decisions by hometown people for your hometown business.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
And finally tonight, Scottsbluff-based First State Bank is growing with the announced acquisition of a bank in southeast Wyoming. First State Bank officials today said they've completed a successful merger with Cheyenne-based Security First Bank, announcing the transaction through their Facebook page. The merger, which has been pending FDIC approval earlier this year, adds 3 new locations to the First State Bank organization, 2 in Cheyenne and 1 in Laramie. Local customers should not see any changes to their current banking services. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.